Hey, welcome back to the 5-Minute Strategist. Well, today's the first day of Q4, with all the excitement and pressure that brings for us. We're still in the thick of launch season. Black Friday seems a hop, skip, and a jump away, and then it'll be the holidays and year end and the new year. So it's understandable why Q4 always feels like the season of push, like we must achieve something. And I think sometimes that can have us pushing for push's sake, not because we're pushing in the direction of something. So before you dive into Q4, ask yourself, what is your plan? Hearing me ask that question, did you automatically jump to a revenue number? Maybe it's the revenue number you need to make in Q4. Maybe it's the overall revenue number that you're trying to get to. Maybe you even thought a little bit further in the future about like where you want to be in 5 years' time. But most entrepreneurs cannot answer one key part of that question, which should influence every single business plan and decision. And that is, what is your exit strategy? This strategy touches every single part of your business. Do you need to grow or do you need to optimize? What does the plan look like? Should you be maximizing profit or do you need to pay yourself more? But let's go back. Let's think about what an exit strategy is. There are 3 of the most common. 1, you run the business till you can't run it anymore and you close the business. And most entrepreneurs make this decision by not making a decision. They continue to run the business with no real focus on how they will exit it, leading them ultimately to boredom or burnout and simply closing the business down, which is not the best use of all the time, money, and energy that you've put into it. 2, you sell it. And that could mean you sell it outright, you merge, you partner with someone, you keep a percentage, or you can hand over the business. So the business continues to run without you and you go on your merry way to start another business or live your lovely life retired, but somebody, family or a team member or somebody that you bring in runs that business. And then within each of these 3 options, there are more questions. So will you stay on? What capacity would you stay on in? Will it support you for as long as you need? Or do you need to build another business to be financially secure? These more detailed questions can be tackled down the line, but I'm sharing them here so that you start to get a feel for what's involved in this decision, so that you understand why you can't put it off. This might seem like it is a long way off in your future, right? If you're thinking about retiring at 55, maybe that is in a couple of years' time, maybe it's in 20 years' time. But in either case, you need to be thinking about what your exit plan is. Because the problem with an exit strategy is it's not one of those things you can decide in the moment. It's not a quick decision. Every option contains work that needs to be done up front, and none of that work is quick. If you want to sell, do you know buyers? Are they in your network? If you want it to run itself, do you have a team that's capable of doing that? This doesn't mean you can't change your mind as your business grows and develops and as the market changes, but not making a decision will likely leave you with fewer options down the line. Just like you can choose to quit your job on a whim, but you know that it's easier when you're prepared and you've got a bit of savings and you've thought through what you're going to do next and considered what you're going to write in your resignation letter so that you're financially and mentally prepared versus just standing up one day, banging your fist on the desk and saying, I quit, and walking out the door. The same is true for an exit strategy. So to start, pick the one that feels most likely to you now. And then I want you to ask yourself, does that change anything for Q4? Does it change your focus? Do you need to make more money? Do you need to make more profit? Do you need to try to grow your business as fast as you can? Do you need to think more about optimizing the back end? And then you can allow that to roll into the planning you do in Q4 for 2025. So what's your exit strategy from your business? And how does that change what you plan to do in Q4?